Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of your OGR, as today we got game 22 as the Edmonton Oilers took on the Florida Panthers and took away a big overtime winner against the Panthers, as we got to see Leon Draisaitl tap home his 13th goal of the season, as we got a big old game-winning goal, 4-3, in a game where we got to see Tyson Barrie Giventh and then he Taketh away from us, as I got to see that little funny tweet, and I decided that I wanted to read it out for you guys because I thought it was quite funny to say, and it really was that. Tyson Barrie, gave us a little bit of offense, but then he really taketh away from us, as well as he was just absolutely dreadful defensively, and a lot of our guys were kind of dreadful defensively, even though we were kind of not too bad, but there was some really bad defensive plays that we're going to be talking about in the video and everything like that. But before we get into talking about this game between the Panthers and the Oilers, I'd like to just say, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. It'll be very much appreciated there, guys. So let's get into talking about this game between the Oilers and Panthers, a game where I was actually able to watch the full game. I haven't watched the full game, I would have to say, since Wednesday. So, I mean, it hasn't been too incredibly long since I've watched the full game, but it's been a little bit. So let's get into talking about this team, and a game where we didn't have Fogle. I mean, Yamamoto was still out of the lineup. Also, McLeod was out of the lineup for the Edmonton Oilers, so we got to see Devin Shore be our third-line centerman, which I gotta say wasn't too bad, but, I mean, definitely wasn't what we wanted it to be. There was a lot of, guys who jumped in the lineup, and James Hamblin making his NHL debut. We also got to see Brad Malone in the lineup as well, and Devin Shore returning back in the lineup for the Edmonton Oilers as well. So let's get into the goal scoring summary, as we got to see Matthew Tkachuk get his 10th goal of the season for the Florida Panthers to get everything started. Now, I thought this was a really bad defensive play by the Oilers. Oh, who knew? Bad defensive play. But basically, Stuart Skinner, or Cody Ceci, I don't know what he exactly was doing up in this play. He was following his man up in the point. I think this was Nick Cousins. I don't know why Cody Ceci decided to follow his man all the way up to the point, because for defensemen, you're supposed to just leave the guy alone. If you see him going up to the point, that's the winger's job to deal with that player. Let your winger deal with that. You go back down to the front of the net, cover your man that's in front of the net, which, of course, Matthew Tkachuk was left wide open. It was kind of like a ball and puck towards the net. Darnell Nurse, for some reason, decided to try to block it. Darnell Nurse, please, for the love of God, stay on your feet. That's all I'm asking you to do. Don't go on your knees. Don't go on your fucking belly. Just stay on your feet, man. That's all I'm asking you to do here, okay? That's all I'm asking, is you to just stay on your feet. That's all I'm asking you to do, because every time you try to block a shot, you look stupid. And you looked absolutely stupid on this play, where you tried to block the shot, you tried to block it, and it went right towards Matthew Tkachuk, and it ended up being a goal for the Florida Panthers to get this first period all started off. Now, the first period, I actually didn't think the Oilers played that bad. It was a really slow start, and we've been getting off to really slow starts. But about, 5 minutes remaining in the first period of action, we were starting to get some offense going. We got a few power plays. We weren't looking terrible. And I thought in the second period, we really started turning things around. I thought we were starting to play a lot better. We were getting some offense going. Connor McDavid got his 17th goal of the season, which was an absolute beauty. One before that, Zach Hyman kicked it into the back of the net, so that was a no-goal. But Connor McDavid, with an absolute beautiful pass from Zach Hyman, sent him up on the power play. He dangled it in, fucking forehand, backhands, roofed it right behind Spencer Knight to put the Oilers up, or not put the Oilers up, but to get the game tied up at 1-1. And then in the third period, this is where it all started blowing up, and we got to see a lot of offense as Tyson Barrie got his 4th goal of the season, as it was a kind of a beautiful rebound. Hyman took a great shot, and somehow Tyson Barrie was in front of the net to tap home his 4th of the season. And then we got to see Tyson Barrie just taketh away from us, as Ontel Lundell got his 4th goal of the season, where Tyson Barrie, I don't know what he was exactly doing on this play. He was trying to defend the other guy, but he decided to just lay his stick down, like thinking that is going to be a good defensive play, and just letting Lundell go unscathed towards the front of the net, when honestly, Tyson Barrie probably should have turned and tried to play defense on Anton Lundell, or at least slow him down by lifting his stick or something in that sorts, or seeing that it was a rushing opportunity and, play defense on that. But of course, Tyson Barrie, he doesn't know how to play defense, and I had a little bit of a meltdown too, because holy crow, I was losing my mind. I'm definitely going to be throwing in a little bit of a clip after the Montour goal because I absolutely lost my mind when Tyson Barrie, let in an opportunity. I really don't have the power to get angry at Tyson Barrie because, we won the game, and usually I don't really get too angry when we win a game. When we win a game, it's happy me. It's happy me because we won a game, but Tyson Barrie definitely almost costed us this game. And I don't know why Woodcroft decides to throw this man out on the PK. This guy got 2 minutes and 21 seconds on the PK when he is absolute fucking doggy doo-doo on the PK. I don't know why we're throwing this guy out on the PK. Every time I watch this guy try to kill off a penalty, he doesn't know what he's doing out there. So Woodcroft, please explain to me, why do we continue to throw Tyson Barrie out on the PK? It makes absolutely no utter sense to me. We do not need this guy on the PK. Honestly, Bouchard would be a better bet to throw on the PK than fucking Tyson goddamn Barrie. He does not belong out on the PK at all. And of course, guess what happened? Montour got his 5th goal of the season because Tyson Barrie couldn't play defense. I know a lot of people are going to debate that it was a high stick, and it definitely looked like it was a high stick and should have been overturned. But of course it wasn't. It allowed the Panthers still to score. Montour got his 5th. But Ekblad took a shot, he blocked it, and then he was like, ow, oh my god, my wrist, and fucking let Ekblad walk right on in instead of paying attention, okay, snap out of this, try to play defense. And I get it, pucks hurt, they're gonna sting. But you're on the PK, you're allowing the Panthers to get a great opportunity because the guy walked right on up, set up a guy in front in Tkachuk, and then Montour was able to bury it in the back of the net. And that we don't need that, right? So for Barrie, I know it's going to suck to fucking try to man it up, bro, but fuck me. You blocked a shot. Yeah, fucking hoorah. But now you got to still play defense. You can't just be like, oh, fuck, that stung, and holding your hand like the fucking play is going to play dead, because it's not. It's not going to stop. The play is going to continue on, and now we're playing a 3-on-1 or a 3-on-5. You need to block the shot and then knock it off and try to, play the defense, which you absolutely did not. I'm going to show a little bit of a clip when I absolutely lost my mind. We have fucking Barrie out there for a fucking power play! Are you fucking kidding me? What is this fucking team? Oh my god!
As soon as I saw that Barrie was on the penalty kill, I was just waiting for it.
Fuck this stupid team! What did I say at the start of the stream? That guess what? There's gonna be a goal against when Barrie is out there for a fucking PK! And guess what happened? Oh my god! As you guys could see, I definitely lost my mind a bit because I was pretty pissed off by Barrie because now we just gave up a huge opportunity. We've been playing good the entire game. We've been playing really well. We've been outplaying the Florida Panthers. I felt like we deserved to win this game, and now it looked like we were gone. It looked like we were going to lose this game. Until 4 seconds remaining left, McDavid set up Evan Bouchard, and Bouchard just fucking ripped it right into the back of the net for the Edmonton Oilers to give us tied it up at 3. We didn't go up. We tied it up at 3 by a beautiful goal by Evan Bouchard. And then right after that in OT, a beautiful 2-on-1 where Tkachuk burnt a tire, which was absolutely gorgeous. And then a tic-tac-toe play between McDavid and Draisaitl. And Draisaitl was able to tap it home for the Edmonton Oilers to put us up 4-3 and take a big old overtime winner, which was absolutely amazing. That game definitely made me pretty happy, but also made me pretty damn angry as well. It gave me a mix of emotions, to be quite honest with you. I was both angry and pissed off, I would say, at the exact same time, which is definitely something that the Oilers throw me through on a daily basis, where I feel multiple different emotions during every single game. So, let's get into talking about the players and such. First thing I want to talk about, defense. I got a lot of things I want to talk about. Even though we won the game, there's still a lot of negatives I do want to talk about, or stuff that we need to point out defensively. Why are we playing Tyson Barrie 24 minutes per game, man? That is absolutely ridiculous, the amount of minutes we're playing Tyson Barrie. I don't know why we continue to play him up on the top power play when I think Bouchard should be given the top power play units, especially if we're not going to be playing him that much 5-on-5 wise. And I haven't really been a big fan of the defense pairings. Now, Kulak and Barrie weren't bad defensively throughout the night. I thought they actually had a better night, and I do give them credit, but I don't know why we're playing Tyson Barrie 24 minutes per game, playing him more than both CC and Nurse. I thought that was absolutely moronic and not great thinking by fucking Woodcroft. And why are we only playing Evan Bouchard only 15 minutes on ice? I think that's absolute fucking lunacy as well. Looking at them in the individual pairs though, Nurse and Cece, I'm still not a big fan of that defensive pairing. I just don't know. I'm not a big fan of them. They had a really rough night. They weren't amazing defensively. And I know they get the big, they have to go up against the better players, but I just think that CC doesn't do very well against the tough competition. I think he would actually benefit more by playing less minutes, and I would actually honestly like to see Bouchard play alongside Nurse. We haven't got to see those guys play alongside of each other too much, but I would honestly like to see them play alongside of each other because, quite honestly, I think it would be a very interesting pairing because I think those guys have only played a very few minutes between each other. Actually, they have, Nurse and Bouchard, their defensive pairing right here. One of the best expected goals for on those defensive pairing between Nurse and Bouchard for the 46 minutes that they did play. Their expected goals against, let me take a look at that, and they are actually one of the better goals against for that Nurse and Bouchard pairing. They were actually one of our better defensive pairings between those two guys as well. So it's absolutely criminal on the fact that we're not playing those guys together because, quite honestly, I think they would play a lot better if we played Nurse alongside of Bouchard and Broberg alongside of CC, and you gave less minutes to CC, and you're not playing them so much goddamn minutes. Kulak and Barrie, I thought they had a pretty well night. They didn't actually play too terribly bad defensively, except for the few defensive mistakes that Tyson Barrie absolutely made massive blunders on that almost costed us the game. And Broberg and Bouchard, I thought they played quite well. I thought they were one of our best defensive pairings throughout the night who played really well defensively. Offensively, we had a lot of different offensive lineups, so we're just going to kind of go over a few. Hyman, Draisaitl, and McDavid played a good bulk of the game. We also got to see Puljujarvi up on that top line. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman, I thought did very good. They were producing a lot of offense, but once again, I don't know why we're putting Hyman or Draisaitl and McDavid alongside of each other. I think they do a lot better when they are split up, and they did quite well. McDavid and Draisaitl had a big night tonight. I thought they played incredible. I thought they had amazing nights because over the last few nights, I thought McDavid and Draisaitl have been very dead. They haven't really done too much, so seeing them really big players tonight was really good to see, and I thought they played really well. But when you stack up those two guys together, they don't play very well defensively, and that's the biggest problem. I can't believe we're not playing enough, minutes for Kostin. Kostin's getting really not a lot of minutes, and I thought he played quite well. Derek Ryan did quite a good job being our third line centerman throughout the night. Holloway did also pretty good. He played alongside of Shore, and I think it was Hablin he played alongside of, if I'm quite, it was Malone, Holloway, and Hablin, and they were also one of our other good lines as well. They didn't do too terribly bad, played pretty well defensively, and did generate a little bit of offense. And Hyman, Nugent, and Janmark actually played quite well. I thought Hyman had a really good night throughout the night as well. He was a big offensive producer for the team and generated a good amount of offense. We need to split McDavid and Draisaitl up. I don't know why we continue to put those two guys together. We need to split things up a little bit, even out the lineup a little bit better, because that's just going to benefit us a lot more moving forward. And Hablin, I really enjoyed him. I thought he played really well. He was in the dirty zones. He was moving the puck around. Wasn't able to do too much offensively, but was quite well defensively for the Edmonton Oilers. But this has been probably one of our longer OGRs of the season, so I'm probably going to hop off here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And one more player I want to talk about, Stuart Skinner. Skinner had an amazing night. I really loved Stuart Skinner. He made the big saves that he needed to make. I know he didn't have the greatest save percentage, but he definitely did make the saves that he needed to make, and I thought Stuart Skinner was once again pretty strong for the Edmonton Oilers. We're definitely missing Fogle, McLeod, and the rest of the crew that were missing from injuries. We've been getting hit hard by the injury bug, but James Hablin jumped in the lineup and played quite well. Malone wasn't terrible, and Derek Ryan I thought didn't play that bad as well. I thought he had one of his better nights as well. But thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure to hit that like and hit that subscribe button as well, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Adios, amigos.